Just off the southern point of Italy, the island of Sicily is a place of breathtaking scenery, delicious cuisine and architecture dating back to the ancient Greeks.
When you're strolling down a via in the heart of Sicily, the last thing you expect to find is a South African food festival. But that's what happens when brilliant minds, great ideas and exotic locations come together. This is foreign relations at its very best.
Taormina is the hub of tourism here, and Ambassador Nomatemba Tambo knew this was where we had to be.
The last thing one would expect to find on top of a mountain in Sicily is a South African street food festival. How did this come about?
For me, Taormina is probably one of the most beautiful parts of Sicily. And when I was speaking to my department, DIRCO, we were discussing what we could do to bring awareness. And it turns out that Sicily does not know South Africa and vice versa. So it made sense then to do something here to give them a sense of comfort so they get to know us a little bit, understand our culture. And so this is what we did. And the Sicilians have been absolutely unbelievable.
What is the most important element that you hope to achieve?
To sell South Africa is not hard. All we need to do is we need to find a way in which to get more foreign investment into the country and to constantly keep pushing our tourism and our culture because we're unique.
At the local legislature, Ambassador Tambo was on message.
Today we talk about how Italian company can invest in South Africa and vice versa. So this can be maybe a start of a relationship between Italian company and South African company.
If you're bringing new flavors to this heart of Mediterranean cuisine, you bring your best. And that meant a chef who's represented us at the highest level.
Mokgwadi, you've cooked for everyone from delegates in Davos to Oprah. What makes this venture so special?
Well, first of all, I'm representing my country, which for me is it's such an emotional moment, you know, with Madiba having represented us all over the world. I mean, everybody here treats us like royalty. So for me, this is the most special. And I get to interact with the people, you know, in Davos, you know, people were out there. I didn't really get to interact with everybody. But here, I get to interact with the locals, which I absolutely, absolutely love.
And food has been in your family for generations.
My grandmother, who was a subsistence farmer, taught me about the importance of ingredients and, you know, how to take care and really appreciate the pureness of ingredients. So for me, food has been in my life forever. So I love cooking. I inherited it from my family.
What have you got for me?
All right, Nico, so we've got a selection of South African dishes. First over here, we've got a slider. Guys, can we serve one up, please? Some sweet potato chips.
Sweet potato chips that looks like normal potato chips.
They do look like normal potato chips.
Mind if I try one of these?
Please do, absolutely. Dusted with paprika and chili. Absolutely fantastic in my opinion. So we got some beer and garlic marinated prawns. To me, that's typically South African. That's served with some caramelized onions.
It smells good.
These have been incredibly popular, and in Sicily, they're big on their seafood. And one of my favorites. That is indeed pap, sir.
How are you, sir?
I'm good, and yourself?
Good, thank you very much. Thank you.
How can you have a braai experience without pap?
Well, hang on a second. Before we carry on, let's just take a moment and realize that we're standing on a mountain in Sicily and they're serving pap.
This is what this project has been about, has been bringing South Africa to Sicily. And of course, some ostrich. The guys did put a little bit of our world-famous chakalaka on the plate.
Chakalaka. It's unbelievable. And do you know that guy over there?
The guy over where?
Thank you very much.
Since before Roman times, wine and Sicily have been synonymous. And here, local aficionados were delighted to try South African wine.
What? It's a food and wine festival. I'm just sampling to make sure everything is on point. It is.
Wine really is a universal language, just like music. Bringing the entire South African experience together was a live concert by Mafiki Zolo.
Well guys, fancy meeting you in a place like this. How have you been enjoying Taormina so far?
It's been awesome because it's our very first time in Italy. And ever since we told our friends and our families that we're coming here, everybody's been like, you're gonna have such a great time. It's such a beautiful place. And I'm telling you, it's everything that people said it would be.
Well, of course, this is the Food, Wine and Music Festival, all great platforms to forge cultural relations on. Why do you think music is such a wonderful ambassadorial platform?
Music and food go hand in hand. You know, there need to be a little bit of music there, you know.
And I think most importantly, food and music bring people together.
Exactly.
You know, at weddings, at parties, at lunches, breakfasts. You know, I think it creates that vibe. And if you want people to know more about each other, there's no better way of doing it than bringing people with music and food.
You guys have played at awesome events all around the world, but this one is particularly special, isn't it?
Yes, definitely. I mean, this one is all about celebrating South Africa, and it was such an honor for us, you know, to be called to perform in this festival and just encourage people to come through, see South Africa, see what South Africa is all about, from food to wine to music, everything that is South African. It's a beautiful country.
The consensus among South Africans and Sicilians was that this looks set to be the start of a beautiful friendship too.